Okay, sorry about that. Hello, happy Sunday, everyone. Happy Shonen Jump Sunday, even if anyone else is keeping up with that. I feel like Jump Sundays used to mean something, you know? But lately it's all been kinda dog shit. So nobody really gives a crap anymore, especially because One Piece can technically be read before that. But if you didn't already know that, you didn't hear it from me. Hello, hi. Hi. Whoa! Okay, I did not check I did not check my setup before starting stream. One second. Gonna get rid of this. Okay, and then this. And then I'm gonna just move myself over a little bit. There we go. That looks better. Hi. Demonstrous, thank you for 12 months. A whole year's a love bug. Well, it's been worth every moment and then some. Dizzy, thank you for being my ever inspirational Kamioshi and having an amazing community of amazing bugs. I'm here for a long haul. If you'll have me, thank you very much. Thank you for being a pure-blooded love bug. Insect Devil, thank you for $2. You owe us 2 push-ups for every minute late. I can't do a full push-up. I might be able to now. I haven't tested in a while. I usually do incline. It's me, Red. Thank you for 34 months. Wow, 34 months. Tomorrow it'll be 40 months. Time is an illusion. Wow. What about girl push-ups? Yeah, I can do those. You can't? It's a lot harder. I think it's a lot harder when you have smaller bones. I don't know. I probably would be able to get there if I like consistently train for it, just because low body mass. But I have pretty. You know, I'm not even convinced I have bones at this point. Yakumo Yomi, thank you for 34 months. Thank you. Hello. Howdy Dizzy. Hello. Tiny bones. Might have bones. Also, I just realized that my gain was down. Hello. Did I sound better? Is this crisper for you guys? Yes? Oh, much better. There we go. Hi. Hello. Hi. It's a long weekend here, so I've been moving a little slow today, including starting stream. But I'm happy to see everyone again. Hello. What have you guys been up to today? Did you do anything fun this weekend? Hi Dizzy, I'm currently in the ICU. I wrecked my motorcycle. Let's go. Hopefully it was not your fault and hopefully you get a payout. Good luck in the ICU. Stay strong, buddy. Hi. Hunter Knight, thank you for your super chat. Hey Dizzy, are you and BB's new friend related? You both came from magic circles and you sound so similar. Oh, were you guys watching Ari's stream last night too? Were you watching that too? If you haven't already, I suggest you check it out. There's a couple neat little surprises. Hint. Yeah, oh yeah. Yep. That was great. Ari's question mark stream was so good. Yeah, if only she put debut. If only she called it a question mark debut. Frickin' Pawn Wolf, guys. Frickin' Pawn Wolf. Pawn Wolf is going to pawn. If only she remembered. Yeah, but anyways, it was a really good stream, so if you haven't already, please check it out. Send her lots of love and support, as she is always sending back to the rest of us. Yeah. I don't know if she talked. I know she had a membership stream after. I don't know if she talked about anything on that. But I think the not an outfit stream was like in some ways a long time coming, but in other ways it was very hodgepodge together last minute. So you know, it's very Irie. It was a very Irie stream. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Is it bad if I recognize your voice as Pibbles? I mean, I love Pibbles, but what do you mean you recognize me as Pibbles? Guys, it was Saturday. I have Saturdays off. I don't stream on Saturdays unless I'm doing Phase Weekly. Yeah. Pawn Lady forgot to mention it was an outfit reveal. Oops. Yeah, so in case you miss it, please go send her some love. Send her some love if you haven't already. Because she did put a lot of work into that. Hello, hi, hello, hi. Hi, love bugs. I've missed you. Did you miss me? Very much. Ooh, I miss Dizzy so much. Yes, of course. Why, yes, I did Dizzy more and more every day. The answer is always yes. I do. Yes, Dizzler, always. Of course, lots and lots. Of course, terribly. Gave me something to look forward to very much. Ayo, hi. Hello. Damn straight you didn't even give us a piece yesterday. Guys, I was working. Come on. I was on Phase Weekly. Come on. I can't even do a push-up. Come on. How are you doing? I'm doing okay. I'm moving a little slowly. It's a long weekend here, so I haven't been up to much at all today. I had a coffee and ate, and that was basically that's basically been it. I'll probably see my nephews tomorrow, which is always really nice. This is the most fucking middle-aged talk I've ever had. Wedgetail, thank you for 2 currency. Can't have missed you. I caught every stream. Aw, thank you. I caught up with your mixtape stream, so I've already had 4 hours of Dizzy today. Back for more. Oh god. Oh god, you watched that VOD willingly? I don't know if I said this anywhere. I don't know if I mentioned this last stream or anything. But you know, after sitting on it, and I did try to sit with it. For a while. Because I don't want to dunk on it unfairly or anything. But I would say my big issue with mixtape isn't really the content or direction, but the complete lack of content and direction overall. Which is why I think it's bad. Okay, I don't want to be like, oh, industry plant bad, or ooh, modern gaming bad, whatever. Like, if you want to have a narrative-focused game with minimal gameplay, I can kinda get behind that. I do enjoy Telltale games, you know? Like, I play a lot of indie titles, okay? Especially in the horror genre. All freaking indie horror games are walking simulators, okay? And I played My Little Puppy, which is actually great. That's like a very, very good short indie game with a similar structure. But when you do like a narrative focused game, you need a narrative, which I didn't really see while playing Mixtape. You know? I'm not even criticizing the characters, because you can totally have asshole characters, okay? And I agree that kids can be mean. If they were trying to give like an accurate depiction of children's cruelty, and they were trying to make some sort of commentary on how empathy is learned, not something you're born with. Okay, whatever. I don't really give a shit. My Little Puppy's main character was a little dog, okay? There's no character development to be had there. But there was no real story. Okay? We're told what the inciting incident is rather than shown, which is the protagonist is leaving her small town after high school. And, you know, usually a structured story at this point will then have a rising action, a climax, a falling action, and a resolution. And I just did not feel any of that. I feel like there was kind of a rising action with like her friend's family issues or whatnot, and then there was no real climax. Maybe it was getting to the party, I guess, and then the falling action and resolution were just a complete mess. And then, yeah, the minimal gameplay that we did have felt neither like a clever reference or a nod to anything, and more like content creator bait, which I think is really off-putting. Like, they wanted creators to clip the kissing minigame. That's the natural conclusion to including something like that, right? And they wanted them to make shorts of all the things you could hit at the lake. That's creator bait. They included a Peter Pan reference and a barrel roll at the end, but both things felt really hollow and half-hearted, so that was like disappointing. You know, like, oh, barrel roll, what a millennial reference for the gamers, you know. Oh, Peter Pan, you know, the classic Disney story about growing up and realizing that we can't all be kids forever, that kind of shit. But yeah, I don't want to waste too much more fucking breath on the topic because the game is so fucking devoid of anything meaningful. It's not even important enough for me to hate. You know, everyone buys engagement nowadays, so I don't really get the outrage over that. I guess it was excessive the way that they did it. But I still don't think that's like worth controversy. It's just that with how excessively blatant it was, it becomes hard to hide how objectively bad a game mixtape is, you know? Yeah, that's my round that. I'm pretty sure they bought reviews on Steam too. Lots of games do that. It is what it is. It is what it is. Engagement is bought nowadays. You just kind of get used to it. I think what made a lot of people angry was it kept being touted as indie. There's a lot of games like that. I do get it. I do get it. I think it was they pushed a little too hard in that direction, you know? They pushed a little too hard in that direction. My whole thing is, like, it's objectively a bad game. It's objectively a bad game. Wedgetail, thank you for $5 or 5 currency. If one wants a narrative-focused game, one must remember to add a narrative on which to focus. I don't know what mixtape thought it was. A story it was not. Agreed. JD Snake, thank you for $5. All those Downtown ratings from journalists really made people put it under the microscope along with fake nostalgia. That's fair. Yeah, that's fair. Hotel Maro MD, thank you for 2 months. Speaking of FaZe Weekly, glad you enjoyed what I threw together for yesterday. Also, FaZeCon is 3-ish weeks away, and good luck to everyone in the general raffle. Good luck, good luck, good luck. Yeah. And you're not, the reviewers were shilling like there was nothing like it before. See, yeah, that part was a little weird. That part was a little weird, I agree. Yeah. I don't know, I haven't played Life is Strange. I kind of want to give it a chance after that. Because I believe they're in the same like vein of video game. So I really want to see if Life is Strange has better execution. You know? Whether or not I like the story it tells aside. Whether or not I genuinely enjoy the story. I just want to see if there is a story. Feels like Life is Strange has a narrative. Okay. Okay, yeah, low bar. It's kind of boring, but not nearly as bad in my opinion. First episode of Life is Strange is annoying, but it gets better. Yeah, it'd probably be something I play on my own time though. Compared to Mixtape, Life is Strange is a gem. If one wants a story-based game, just play Ace Attorney. I mean, you don't have to tell me. I play visual novels, right? So... Good IO, thank you for currency. On the topic of buying engagement. Sorry, jingly keys, jingly keys, jingly keys. Is your engagement bought yet? Hello, hello if you're just coming in, hello. Base DP. Wasn't Life is Strange just toxic Yuri? I don't know. When was Life is Strange even made? What was I doing back then? Life is Strange. Let's see. Life is Strange was published and first released 2015. What the fuck was I doing in 2015? That was almost... No, that was more than 10 years ago. That was a decade ago. 2015 game releases. Oh, I remember this year now. I remember what I was doing. Okay, this is the year that Batman Arkham Knight came out, and I was really into comic books in 2015, so I wanted to play it. So I think I pre-ordered the premium edition or something, but I think it was exclusively on PlayStation 4 and Xbox at the time, and I had neither console, and so I was trying to save up money to get a PS4, but ultimately I didn't get one, so I had to cancel my pre-order. So I didn't really play anything that year. And that's how I missed out on Life is Strange. Mistakes were made. I've done that before. I got console later. Dude, I was like deeply embarrassed about it for years. I was just like, oh my god, I'm such a scrub. I'm such a scrub. I pre-ordered a premium edition and I don't even have a console. But it's pretty funny now. It's funny now. Arkham Knight was the nightmare on PC on release. I think I probably had like a shitty gaming laptop back then anyways. Demonstra's been you $2. If you're looking for game wrecks, try Bug Fables. I think I've heard of it. But no, I have like a crazy Steam wish list because I just add things to it without thinking sometimes. Bunty B, thank you for the $2. Holy crap, I started middle school in 2015. Baby. Sweet baby. Yeah, it's time to be flying. Goo Goo Gaga spotted. Actual Babble alert. We don't actually have middle school here, so I'm not actually sure what ages constitute middle school. I think like 12, 13, something like that. Something like that. But yeah, Nightclub Crow, thank you for the $2. 2015, probably picking my nose in grade school. You're sending me chat. You're sending me chat. Literal infants in here. 6th to 8th grade constitutes middle school in my time. It depends on area, I think. It depends on locale. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. What are we reminding you how old you are? A little bit, not gonna lie. Imagine being young. Dude, it's my fucking dream. It's my fucking dream. Actually, I did go out for a little bit. I went to go I went to go get like a cold beverage from Starbucks, and the lady who was taking my order complimented my skin today, and it felt really, really good. It made me feel really pretty. So that was nice. That was nice. Glowing today? That's what she used to describe it. Yeah. She was just like, I went up to the cash register and she was like taken aback for a moment. She was just like, oh my God, sorry, your skin's just like so nice. You're like glowing right now. And I felt really, really good. And I ordered my drink. I gave her a tip. I gave her a tip for a compliment, right? And I walked out. I walked out with my drink in hand, and I caught my reflection. I caught my reflection in the window. And I'm pretty sure I was just sweaty because it's a hot day. Because I saw my forehead specifically. I saw my forehead specifically and I was just like, wait, what is that? What is that? She played you. Sweat is also a glow, right? Maybe. Maybe. But no, it did feel really good hearing that because I had like a super bad allergic reaction recently. I do really bad during springtime. So my face was like super itchy and I had to like stop wearing makeup and I go, and I've been like holding up in my place, in my home when I'm not at the gym. So it was nice hearing regardless. BB's roommate said you have nice skin as well. Oh, when did she say that? Was she on stream recently? I sneeze and rub my eyes more often with springtime. Take allergy pills. Take allergy pills. It does help. Take the compliment when you get them. Yeah, for sure. For sure. For sure. How sweaty were you when you met her? Not particularly. Not particularly, but I do think it was raining the day that I went to see BB, so maybe I was just slightly damp. BB's roommate was almost speechless thinking about meeting you. Why? BB's roommate said you made her feel like a man by how pretty you are. What is that even supposed to mean, huh? What does that even mean? That's sweet. That's very sweet of her to say. You broke her. You turned her gay. I mean, I do have that effect on women. I do have that effect on women. Fucking your mom. Fucking your mom. Fuck. Dizzy, please stop turning all the good women gay. Thank you. Yeah, no chance. Okay, Eric Cartman. Excuse you! Eric Cartman has large bones? My bones are very skinny. What about men? What effect do you have with them? None. No aura, no Riz. But I think that's for the better. I think, you know, like life goals aside, at the end of the day, I still prefer being popular with women because I feel like no matter where I go, it's more social credit. You know? Being popular with guys, okay, whatever. Like, Frodo is fucking popular with guys. Being popular with women, that means something, chat. That means something. She hates us. No. Just when I close my eyes, all of you get put into pretty little dresses. And it makes it even more meaningful for me. Yes. Yes, we are just wallets. I don't want to hear that to the fucking gray name. I don't want to hear that from a fucking gray name, okay? If you have a receipt for a super chat on this channel for the last week and a half, okay, you can say whatever you want about me. I will take complaints. I will take complaints and consideration, okay? I want to hear from a clipper with a gray name who I'm pretty sure hasn't even clipped one of my videos in a week that I'm just using you, okay? How about you go clip me for views, bitch? Tell me how much money I've made you in the last week. No, all clips are appreciated always. Can I say it then? We are just wallets. Yeah, and see how attached to you that I keep you around despite the fact that I am poor? But dude, thank you for $20. You're doing a great job, Dizzy. Thank you. Dead Oshi Society, thank you for $2. I'm just a wallet to you, Dizzy. Ooh. Bearded, thank you for $5. Talking wallet tax. Love you. When are you gonna play Sunless Sea? Oh boy, I got that game a while ago. Were you the one who suggested it, Bearded? I keep meaning to add it to a schedule, but I rarely have a free slot, so I don't know. Games like that, I can only play them like once a week. Free delays, love beans, thank you for $20. No complaints, all support, wanting to make a new receipt, thank you. Silver Spire, thank you for $2. At least we get paid back in jiggles. Yep. Toaster Enthusiast, thank you for $5. Or 5 gifted memberships, my bad. Thank you for 5 gifted. Bearded, thank you for $5. Yes, I was the one who super chatted about it on the day you bought it and have been waiting, lulz. Okay, see? Bearded can complain! Bearded can absolutely complain! That one has rights! He paid good money to make that suggestion! I took the suggestion and I still haven't played it. That is a proper fucking complaint. I will keep it in mind. Alright, well, Anaki, thank you for 5 gifted memberships. Thank you. Not another Phase Clipper, thank you for $4.99. One Dizzy clip coming. See you on Phase Weekly. Yeah, send me a screenshot of ad revenue after, okay? Pablo John, thank you for $5. Wallet, I'm a whole ass ATM by now. I kid. But are you really kidding? Pave? Pinky Nova, thank you for $7.50 currency. At least you're not being sponsored by Fansly. Only grass-rooted support in this chat. I would hesitate to say that you guys would actually like me more if I was supported by Fansly. No, hold on. Show me your browsing history, chat. Show me your browsing. Guys, I have access to my own art tags. I have access every single week. There's less and less art that is okay for me to retweet. The art that I am cleared to retweet is disappearing like in an endangered race. Like an endangered species. It is being bred out. It's art. Kinda hard to hide your chest, and yet I'm doing it right now, chat. And yet I'm doing it right now. Bug bros are down apocalyptic. Yeah, and they still lie to me about it. And they still dare lie. The special sponsors are coming. You know, that's a thing too. I forget what the company is called, but there's this one company that manufactures adult entertainment, for lack of a better word. Bad Dragon, close, but no cigar. Think about it in reverse. And I believe that they've contacted multiple talents in this company about collaborating. I'm like one of a few they haven't reached out to, which is almost offensive, you know? Because if there was anyone in the company that would be allowed to take that collaboration, you would assume it's me. So like, am I just not fucking sexy enough for you guys? What the fuck? Like what? What am I lacking? What the fuck? Gotta try harder then. I don't know how much harder I can try, chat. I don't know how much harder I can try. My ad revenue has been nuked on this website. You have higher standards? Listen, depending how much money they're offering. No, I do not. Maybe lacking an ASMR. Oh, yeah. Because that is definitely what Jelly Hoshiyumi is known for. ASMR streams. Yes. Fugu, thank you for $2. One pre-order for a Dizzy what now? Please? I don't think we're gonna be getting any of that. Thank you. Inferno Sax simping you $2. Dead girls are nice, but the giggles and smiles are better. Thank you. Pinky Nova, thank you for the 750 currency. I mean, your new art doesn't help reduce the spicy art. Not complaining, to be honest. What are you talking about? I'm covered from like the neck down, chat. This is actually, if you think about it, most of my outfits have been very covered up. Guys, I'm a conservative. I'm a conservative woman. Skin tight. Oh, you want me in a fucking moo-moo now? Dizzy Delcro's chair, thank you for 12 months. Bug Bros have never been more up, thank you. Bearded Mountain, thank you for $5. My bookmarks are private still, and you can't see what I saved from your art tags. Demonstrous, thank you for $2. No complaints here, happy to spend money on you, thank you. Nightclub Crow, thank you for $2. Dizzy taxing with children in her audience, so sad. You guys gotta learn one day. You're gonna learn today, chat. Red Shipley, thank you for 34 months. Wallet empty, have a member and said thank you. Thank you, Red Shipley. Leo Sugi, thank you for $5. Wait, we are getting Dizzy wallet merch? Probably not. probably not. Citrus Elf Rest, thank you for 34 months. Maybe if a company heard you make one too many Earth 9 jokes and figured you weren't a good fit. But wouldn't Earth 9 Dizzy be the exact sort of customer they're trying to reach? Remember, chat, I'm the everyman VTuber. I'm the everyman. This isn't GFE. This is me FE. This is me FE. Me friend experience. The me friend experience. Watching a Dizzy Dokuro stream is really just looking yourself in the mirror a little too long. I love a Dizzy friend zone experience. I would argue that being my friend would probably get you treated better than chat. I would say that the love and care I show for my friends is a little obsessive at best and a little concerning at worst. Yeah. I think I overcompensate a lot. Because I'm not really a touchy person. Nor do I exactly like saying words of compliment or care. So like, I just do my best to show it through acts of service. So I think I go really, really above and beyond when it comes to friendship. Like, thankfully, I don't think anyone in Invaders tries to take advantage of it. But if someone like came to me, like if another member of Wish came to me and they were just like, yeah, Dizzy, I really, really need a loan. Like, I really, really need $50,000. I'd probably be like, okay, yeah, this is like lifetime, like this is probably life ruining to me, but I'll survive it. Like, here you go. And just hand it to them on like a silver fucking platter. And then I'll just be like, and then they'll be like, okay, yeah, thank you, Dizzy, I'll pay you back. And then I'll probably pathetically just say something like, no, you don't have to. No, you don't have to. Just think of me once in a while. I don't know. It feels a lot easier. It just feels a lot easier doing that than to tell someone you're thinking of them. You know? True, too real. You can just hug one from time to time too. No. No. Actually, my greatest act of love, like if I really want to show someone that I like them and I care about them and I want them to like me back, what I'll do is I'll stand there and let myself be hugged. But then if some people find this behavior really off-putting and they don't understand that that is an act of service to me, like, Mother Bug always likes to complain about how I'm not very affectionate and how I don't, you know, I don't come to see her enough. But on Mother's Day, I let her hug me for a whole 15 seconds. It was unbearable. But I do it. Because at the end of the day, I love my mother bug. Yes. Damn, a whole 15. It's a lot. It's a lot, okay? And she's small. Mother bug is small, so she kind of vibrates while she hugs me. It's very overstimulating. Okay? 15 seconds a year. No, like every 6 months. Every 6 months. It's like a whole, it's almost half a minute. It's almost half a minute annually. Yeah. Yeah. 30 seconds a year. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. Biannual 15-second hug. Yeah. Yeah. I think it's like a trauma response. I think it's a trauma response. You know? Like maybe I was like hugged too tightly once as a kid or something. Something like that. Do you ever get touch starved? No. No. Not even slightly. Are any of your siblings like this? I wouldn't know. We don't touch each other. Once I hugged Brother Bug's head. But there was also a chair between us. So I hugged a chair. But I touched his forehead. That was kind of neat. Wait, are you taller than Brother Bug? No, he was sitting down. Yeah. Yeah, that's close enough to count. Good job. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Vantiva B, thank you for $2. Close off mentally ill daughter experience. I see. I am very open, just not to therapy. Juicy Feet, thank you for $5. Here's a promised money, Miss Dizzy. Now those iron rate feet files you mentioned. What files? What? Okay, I am used to people lying in my chat, but this is the most blatant one of all. Thank you. Panda White, thank you for our 5 currency. God, learn how to draw just to fill your tag with Femboy Dizzy being a fur bro. And somehow that wouldn't be the worst thing in there. Dominatrix, thank you for $15. 50k for JRE Rail Simulator. Let's go! Pinky Nova, thank you for $7.50. Alright, go dress like that in public and then get back to us, Dizzy. I would probably argue that dressing in a more outwardly revealing manner would probably improve my chances of not being spoken to in our current society. Yeah. Yeah. There's a study on that, actually. There's like women's safety. There's like women's safety study on that. And when people are looking for victims, this is part of me being interested in true crimes. But when people are like looking at look at victims or who to kidnap, I guess, the usual targets are like the most regular looking people that you can find, usually they won't usually criminals won't target women who are dressed in notable ways. So like, let's say you're wearing like a lot of bright colors, or like, I don't know, you have like a lot of metal or a certain look to you, you are less likely to be victimized than someone in like a t-shirt and blue jeans, because that person is harder to notice if they go missing than the person who's like known for their eccentric fashion and eccentric fashion styles. Yeah. More likely to be catcalled though, I mean, probably? I don't know. I don't think catcalling really happens in my city. I can't name the last time I've been catcalled, honestly. Yeah. I think it's a very dated culture, or it might just be more East Coast or something. Really? Do you just like blending in? I think I have a natural lack of aura. So it's not really something I think about. When's the last time you walked past a construction zone? Friday maybe? They do a lot of construction in my neighborhood. Yeah. It's a bit of an introverted city. But no, I don't think I've ever been catcalled walking out my home. You mean you don't hear "Hey, sweetie" very often? Never. Maybe once when I was like 13 and a nice little old lady noticed that I dropped something. How many times are you guys getting catcalled when you guys go out? How many times are you guys getting approached with "Hey, sweetie"? All the time, every day? Always? A lot? Okay, I guess we know who's hot in chat now. What the fuck? Can cat call us Dizzy? Hey, you over there! Yeah, you with a face. I see you. I see you seeing me, seeing you. Looking at me on the other side of the screen. Stand up! Yeah. Money likes that. Turn around! Show me what your mama gave ya! Yeah! Nice ass! Bro! What? You were practically asking for it! Looking like a nice, juicy hunk of meat. Yeah. Coming around these parts looking like that. You're lucky I don't just eat you up. Not the sounds, Dizzy! Hello, police? Well, good God, I guess this is why catcalling doesn't really happen to me very much. Come on, guys, can't take a little compliment? What the hell? And you wonder why you're all still single. Toaster enthusiast, thank you for $5. Can you get a restraining order against a VTuber. You were practically begging for that. Demonstrous, thank you for $2. Thanks, Dizzy. That means a lot. See? See, someone gets it. Someone still gets it at least. Evangeline Man, thank you for $1.99. Today we learned Dizzy cannot whistle. I can, just not very loudly. Agimanta, thank you for $10. It's her officer. Thank you. Matthias Filipicota, thank you for 5 currency. Now I know why you're single. What the hell, man? What the hell? You can't take a little compliment? Bitch. Fucking fat bitch. What the fuck? Apache, thank you for 30 months. I'd probably marry a woman that cat called me like that, but I think that says more about me than anything. Joshua Lovebug, thank you for $2. Am I cat calling right? Sounds like it might have an effect. Bearded, thank you for $5. My Oshi has no riz? It's because I don't have 3D tracking. Once I get 3D tracking, then you can see all the hip rotations, the gyrations, the mobility, and then you'll really want a piece of that meat. My meat even. Zen Aki, thank you for 6 months. Help police, that there's a crazy lady harassing me. Hi. Adiom, thank you for 6 months. Don't feel too bad. Dizzy middle-aged bald men are in demand. Fertilized love beans, thank you for $5. Dude, if you want to be called sweetie, volunteer at retirement homes. True. The Masters, thank you for $2. So how are you gonna have kids, Ben Dizzy? Adopt? I mean, I have nephews for that reason. JL, thank you for the $5. When I was in high school, a girl named Patricia took my hand, sat on it, farted, and giggled, and I said, "Did you like that?" And I haven't recovered 20 years later. My condolences. Genuinely my condolences. And I hope you didn't get pink eye after that. The deep trauma. No, chat, don't laugh at him. This is a serious matter. This is a serious matter. I want to show you guys that our relationship, chat, isn't just a one-way street, you know? I do genuinely care about you guys. Please remember to wash your hands. From the deepest bottoms of my heart, I pray that you washed your hands. Exist Masaki, thank you for 25 months. We'll have a more tame Dizzy yapping streams. Honestly, I don't even know how we got on this topic. Panda White, thank you for 2 currency. Please, Dizzy, don't catcall Shodas. They're fanboys! They're fanboys! I'm supporting gay rights when I do this! Stephen Tonish, thank you for $2. Okay, thanks for the compliment. You're welcome. BB Spoon Boyfriend, thank you $2. Well, that turned me gay. Hi, chat. Hey, now you and BB have something in common. Ayo! Not all fanboys are gay. You know what? You're right. You're right. You're right about that. I'm a part of I'm an ally. I'm a part of LGBT. I've only got catcalled in work uniforms. Apparently makes our butt look big. LL 5.11 pants. That's a very important detail there. That's a very important detail for you to add your specific size in pants. I see. Fucking begging for it. Look at this fucking slut, chat. Look at this fucking slut. Fuck. Make it sound like he wants me to just walk right up to him, walk right at him, and grab him by the pussy. Not size, brand, LL. Okay. This is like those girls who walk around with juicy slapped on their asses, okay? You guys come into my chat. You guys come around here, know that Big D is hanging around with your 5.11 pants and you advertise that shit. And you get fucking shocked when I just grab you right down there. Basically begging for it at that point, yeah. And then they want to call it sexual harassment. Oh my fucking god. BB Spoon Boyfriend, thank you for $5. Speaking of which face sound is gayest and straightest. Straightest, I'm thinking Whammy. Gayest is hard to decide. You know, canonically, I'm straight. Did you know that? So I'm actually a contender for straightest talent. Yes. She doesn't even wait because when you're Chuba, they let her do it. That's power, baby. Super Iron Bob, thank you for $5. Dizzy with a self-report. Yeah, but you are Fudo, so that negates. What did I just walk into? Hey, welcome to stream, chatter. Now bend over and show mama what your other mama gave you. Guys, sexual harassment is not a joke. Except when a woman does it in sketch comedy. Have you guys watched that new Netflix sketch comedy competition? It's the one by Kevin Hart. The one by Kevin Hart. Dude, some of these comedians have to have incredible fucking agents. Because, like, there's a new one. Yeah, Netflix. It is on Netflix, yes. So, some of these comedians have to have incredible fucking agents because they're moving through rounds without their full sets even being shown. And I'll watch it and I'll go, yeah, like, that person's definitely getting sent home, right? There's one girl who went on it. She's from Vancouver, so I've actually seen her in person. But she does her set. It gets cut in half, and I'm just like, oh, poor thing. There's barely a laugh from the audience. There's barely a chuckle. She's definitely getting sent home. She has just been flying. I'm not fully caught up at this point, but she has just been flying through the rounds with her sets cut in half, and I'm just like, holy fucking shit, who is she working with? Who has this power at Netflix? Because there's no way she's being set up to win with the edits they're giving her. But she is getting so far for herself. It's impressive. A little nepotism goes a long way in a competition like that. Is she funny? Not particularly. And she's been using the same set now for, I don't know, I think I saw her in 2020 around COVID. So she's been using the same set now for 6 years. So I wouldn't recommend watching her specifically. But I do think the show has some funny people. Dead Oshi Society, thank you for $5. One time I went to a Louis C.K. special on the same thing. Was kind of awkward though. For some reason, it was just me and him in a room. Are you safe? Are you okay? Is she single? You know, most sketch comedians never are for some reason. Sir Simple Lot, thank you for $2. Thank you. Yeah, she's set in her ways. Yeah. It's a shame though, because I really do like sketch comedy. So I do want to see like everyone's full sets, because I don't know, it's nice being able to discover people from home. It's a whole show business thing. They are always in a relationship. Okay, you gotta realize these aren't really people in show business. These are stage comedians. I paid $10 to see this girl and like 5 other sketch comedy acts. They're bar clowns. There you go. Do you have a favorite comedian? No, not really. Not really. It's not something I do like super actively. I'd like to. But I think most of the Canadian comedy scene is actually East Coast. So it's kind of harder to get into when I'm living out here. Sketch comedy has been a dying art since George Carlin died, and I think that's the whole reason they try to do these like Netflix specials and make it into a show to bring the audience back. But then they get fucking Kevin Hart of all people to host it, and it's a mess. I mean, all of Netflix is. I heard they're changing the way Netflix is producing their anime nowadays. Or like at least the way it's being run, which I feel like Netflix is big enough at this point that any decision they make will affect the entire industry. So we're gonna see what happens to that in a few months, I think. Like, it's really hard, I realize, to have a super culturally relevant show these days. The current anime season, if you actually look into it, is pretty great. They have Witch Hat Atelier, which is less popular than I thought it'd be. But there's a lot of returning shows, I think, that are pretty hype. Do Crunchyroll or Netflix have a dominance on anime? Yes. If you're asking me which one is more dominant, it's hard to say. I don't know. Crunchyroll doesn't really have anything that they self-produce, though. Yeah. Fravren 2. Well, that's the comparison I thought most people would make. You know? I really did think a lot more people would compare it to Fravren. But I just don't think it's as strong right now, I guess. Witch Hat manga has really nice art, but the anime has a little bit too much crying for my taste for some reason. Oh, is it just the pacing of it? Pacing? I would say Witch Hat Atelier is more comparable to Dungeon Meshi in popularity, in which I worry about both of them retaining popularity once the season ends. But Ferrari Kid, thank you for $2. Hi, Miss Dizzy and Love Bugs. I hope y'all have a good week. I can see that. Probably because of a controversy I won't get into here. There's a controversy with Witch Hat Atelier? What? I know there is a lot of people upset about Marriage Toxin. For whatever reason. I know Marriage Toxin and then the Garu anime had controversies this season, which were stupid arguments if I really think about it, but yeah. Dungeon Meshi dropped off on the manga side too, though. I mean, it ended, right? The manga is wrapped, so that's a given. What is Marriage Toxin? I think that's the name for it. Marriage Toxin is this season's Shonen Jump slot, for a lack of a better term. There's always going to be one big Shonen Jump title every season. Marriage Toxin is this season's Shonen Jump debut. I read the manga. I read the manga for a little bit. It's not bad. I think it's dragging because there's not a better harem series produced. Yeah. I liked the manga. An assassin gets a cross-dressing wingman to help him find a waifu. Yes, that is the exact synopsis. I know everyone is gonna jump on Kagura Bachi when the anime comes out. Oh, for sure. I forget who's producing it, but there's already ads of it. If it's a controversy with the offer, let's pray it's for tax evasion. Oh, yeah. That would be nice. That would be a nice one. I don't know. Witch Hat Atelier. I like it. I don't think it's like super stand out. I think the magic system is pretty interesting. pretty interesting, but it's like not my favorite thing in the world. Kagurabachi, the best manga in all of human history. I think Kagurabachi is gonna go one of two ways. It's either gonna go down as the next JJK, or its reception is going to be similar to Gachiakuta. I think that's how it's gonna play. Yeah. You still don't like JJK? No, and I just never will, but I know like how relevant it is. I like how I know how relevant it is. I just don't like the pacing. I don't like the pacing for JJK at all. It's kind of a nightmare. It's some of the worst pacing I've seen in shonen anime. Thank you. Yeah. And like you can just see it in how the manga production was run, because like JJK, if you guys don't know, was a previously act series. This is the author, JJK, Jujutsu Kaisen was the author's like second or third attempt at writing the same manga. Bro, what? Yeah, if you look into the history of it, that explains a lot. If you look into the history of it, it actually is a sequel to a previous work called Tokyo Jujutsu Kaisen Zero, you guys might know it as, called Tokyo Metropolitan Curse Technical School, which only ran for like, what, a week before getting axed? And it was like, it was not a gem, chat. It was not a gem. I think I read it at its release and it was like way too wordy. Yeah. A week is rough. They try to give one-shots a chance, I think. Yeah. JJK TBH, I think, is only liked for memes and animation style. If it had another studio, it would have like no fans. I think Jujutsu Kaisen came out at the right time. I think a lot of Jujutsu Kaisen's success was due to the fact that Demon Slayers was wrapping up and we just got off of the big three and fans were really desperate to cling to a new generation. So we had that, we had Hero Academia, and we had Kimetsu no Yaiba, which also had a really hard time taking off. I actually thought Kimetsu no Yaiba would be cancelled for the longest time. But then it got picked up for an anime and that basically saved its life. Wait, Demon Slayer is over now? It's been over for a while. Yeah. Suddenly this is a Wemi stream. Oh, I don't actually know what her opinions on these things are. You know? I know she really likes anime, but I don't actually know her shonen opinions at all. Demon Slayer manga is mid. I agree. I agree. I mean, like, a lot of the people who really like Demon Slayer like it for the animation. That's what it really is. We do need a Wemi Dizzy anime discussion. It would be fun. I'm like a totally different generation of weeb. I don't watch a lot of modern anime. I'll catch some episodes of stuff if I really like the IP, but that's about it. She hated it. She got the same opinion as yours, which is the issue of pacing. Demon Slayer isn't bad. It's just a standard story. Well, Demon Slayer runs into the issue of having like no character development. I don't understand how people get so attached to the characters in Demon Slayer. They're so fucking hollow in my opinion. What about One Piece's pacing? Oh, One Piece is a mess. I could not get through Dressrosa. I could not get through Dressrosa when it was publishing weekly. I had to actually stop reading One Piece weekly because of that. But One Piece succeeds based on world building, I think, and having a very lovable cast. So I like it for that. A lot of anime has bad pacing. I honestly think some of the anime with the best pacing is the most generic isekai slop. Because they know, like, those series know what they are, they don't try to be anything deeper than that. And also because they're adapted from light novels. So light novels are very dense. And so you're turning that into a manga or an anime, you already have to cut down quite a bit. So I think the pacing on isekai is actually quite good, usually. I feel like Demon Slayer and JJK were good, turn your brain off anime, fun to watch, but then veer off into a weird direction at bad pace. I can see that for Demon Slayer. I feel like Jujutsu Kaisen tries too hard to create an interesting world when it really is not. That's just me. I'm also like, I'm the wrong generation for all of this. Manga artists are incentivized to stretch everything out for sales. I don't know if I agree with that sentiment. I think what it is, like, the medium. It's an older medium that has evolved and changed in a way where it's kind of having growing pains now. Because if you read a lot of older shonen manga, you'll notice it's very short and snappy and very to the point. Like if you read, there's a whole interview with Akira Toriyama's ex-editor and his opinion on a lot of modern shonen slop. But I tend to agree more with his line of thinking that manga should be snappy, fun, for a younger demographic, typically, at least for shonen stuff. And that a lot of modern anime tends to grasp that. Yeah. Outlaw Star has solid pacing. I can't remember Outlaw Star that well. Cowboy Bebop is close to my heart. Good anime. I have Fist of a North Star, and it gets to the point. Great stuff. Fist of a North Star is pretty great. Old JoJo's another one. Obviously, Akira Toriyama stuff. Naruto got Naruto pre-time skip. He had a really good, Kishimoto had a really good editor. So that was boiled down just enough, I think. Yeah. If you see Kishimoto's more recent work, it's a bit of a... But when he had his old editor, that was good stuff. Yeah. Pinky Dova, thank you for 750. To be honest, a lot of modern anime just feels like extended ads for the mangas, in my opinion. It's more accessible now. I think it's more accessible to read the manga now. And also, once you've been into, I guess, the hobby for a while, I think we naturally tend to veer into reading manga as time progresses because we want to consume more quantity of material rather than like just enjoying the one piece of media. Reading manga is just a whole lot faster. You can just tap through the pages, right? So I think naturally once you really get into it and you've experienced a lot of it, you'll naturally just go in the direction of reading instead. The one season anime feel more like ads for a manga than anything that adapts more of a material. I guess with same could be said about old anime though, because if you think about it, like I'm using like the old 25 episode animes that had no chance of a second season as an example. I would actually say the opposite. I would say modern anime, because it's much easier to get a season 2, 3, 4, like with Iruma-kun right now, or Dungeon Meshi, or Dan Da Dan. You're more incentivized to wait for the new season because they add all these crazy soundtracks with like Ado and top singers in Japan, and they add these very cool effects and animation, and there's a huge concentration, I think, on battle animation now with shonen. You're more incentivized to wait for the next chapter or the next season rather than to just open up the manga and read that in advance. But like old anime, old 25 one season anime, and they're more likely to adapt correctly, like directly from source material. But like old 25 season anime, a lot of it was adapting stuff that hadn't been finished yet, and they knew they weren't getting another season. There was no hope of that back in the day. So that felt a lot more ad-like in a way. I'm thinking of Orin as an example. Orin, Fruits Basket, I think, is another. This is shoujo. But Fruits Basket definitely incentivizes you to return to the manga, I think. Full Metal Alchemist. I would say Full Metal Alchemist, even the first anime, was at least a completed anime. It was a very complete story. I didn't hate the first season of Full Metal at all. Soul Eater's a mess. Soul Eater's a little bit of a mess. I really like Soul Eater, the anime. I don't think the writer can write. I think the best version of Soul Eater was unironically the first season of the first anime. I wanted to like Fire Force so much, guys. I wanted to like Fire Force so fucking badly. Soul Eater is good just because the style is good. The manga was more interesting, honestly. I don't know about that because I tried to read the manga. That shit was convoluted as hell. Calhoun, thank you for 50 currency. Manga artists be like spending 2 weeks drawing a full page panel with massively detailed backgrounds for a reader. Just look at it for 5 seconds before going on to the next page. I mean, I would hope it's for self-fulfillment at that point. I mean, Fire Force's ending was peak if you ask me. Yeah, and it's made me want to go back to revisit the stuff. But you have to force yourself through several arcs of slop. And sometimes there's not even end of arc payoff. Because at least, okay, as much as I shit on the pacing for One Piece, there's always a payoff. You don't get that with Fire Force. Emia, thank you for $5. I just want to hug you. Thank you. Thank you for super chat. To be honest, a lot of modern anime. Oh, okay, I read that. Evangela Man, thank you for $1.99. Dango, 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 daikazuku. Panda White, thank you for the 2 currency. Weebug doesn't like JJK even. I mean, I'm from the fucking gatekeeping generation, right? It's different for me. It's definitely different for me. But Shinra learns a new finger pose that gives him more power. Whoa. Whoa, please, too soon, Planet PTSD. Guys, you have to move on. You have to move on. She's gone. Wedge Tail, thank you for 5 currency. My 2 unfinished works are the Gray Man and Chrome Shelled Regios. Would have been nice to see those for. I mean, the Gray Man could still finish. Possibly. We're getting a new KHR soon. We're getting a new KHR. That's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy. I didn't like the last arc very much, but it's still a series I hold close to my heart. Kusa, thank you for 17 months. Hello, Dizzy. I'm on a cruise. Fuck you too, Kusa. Fuck you too. Be safe though. Be safe. Gangsta is also coming back. Yeah, I'm excited for that one actually. I'm excited. The mangaka said it still needs around 20 more years. Oh, he might have what it takes in him. Call of Personality, thank you for $5. Honestly, my most anticipated anime for the year is Ghost of Michelle. As a fan of the manga, it's a lot of fun. Also, the yacht scene taught me a lot. Ghost of the Shell has had so many adaptations. I don't know, it's kind of like Evangelion, where I'm just like, brilliant. It's a brilliant series. It's a brilliant source material, but I find that it's usually best enjoyed in whichever version you experience first. That's my thoughts on Ghost in the Shell. Master, and thank you for the $5 about Witch Hat Atelier. Author did an interview where tourist interviewers said women authors were some new thing, ignoring long history of women mangaka. Fans got mad. I don't know, sounds stupid. Don't care. Not another face. Clipper, thank you for 199. Have you watched Digimon Beat Break Gekkomon? I love Gekkomon, and yes, I have watched Digimon Beat Break. It is encountering a lot of the same issues that I had with Savers. I don't think it's bad. I think this is probably a return to form of what Digimon actually needs right now. But I struggled to say it's my favorite. And a secondary issue that I have with it is it's how do I put this? The Digimon have been fucking ugly. What the fuck? Digimon started with ugly Digimon though? No, it did fucking not! No, it did fucking not! Look at this. This is one of the original Digimon champions, okay? Togemon. Cute. Precious. 3 colors. Brilliant design. Perfect. Adorable. Invincible. Awesome. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Edgy, blinding, forgettable. They are not the same. Yeah, my problem with Savers, Digimon Savers, it wasn't my favorite series. I feel like, as exciting as it is, it's not a particularly fun series, which is my same problem with Beat Break, is it's not a particularly fun series. There's a lot of action and story going on, and it's nice seeing all my Digimon friends. And I kind of like the format they're having with like bringing back certain Digimon here and there. But it's not whimsy. There's no whimsy. And I like my Digimon series whimsical. Yes. Yes. Leo Suki, thank you for $10. Show us the Kenji Watanabe art then. You're pissing me off. You're pissing me off right now. You know what? Here's our original. Look at him! Iconic! Big head! Smaller body! Cute! Awesome! Amazing! Dino! Soft but tough! Perfect! Don't ever compare these new gen Digimon to that. Don't you fucking ever. Yeah, I will not describe it as cute though. How is this not cute? Round eyes, big head, small baby, literally the same fucking proportions as a baby. You disgust me, chat. You disgust me. Detective Glade, thank you for $5. Hello, the Dizzler. It's been a while, huh? The Digimon, am I pandering? Maybe. Thank you. It's okay. I like Pokemon too. Dizzy, I love your chatting. Thank you, Amiya. Thank you. Eggman says, thank you for $5. Bug yapping about Digimon. Who would have thought? Also, I love the Dizzler. Thank you. Detective Glade, thank you for becoming a member as well. The Monstrous, thank you for $2. I'm a Guyver fan. Mangaka on hiatus since 2016. I follow Nana. I've had to... I follow Nana. That's all I'll say about that. Mine's been on hiatus since 2009. Spire Dude, thank you for the 31 months. Love the original Evangelion series. Hate the rebuild movies. Rebuild hate. Some people really like them. Some people don't as much. Pan and White, thank you for 2 currency. You're welcome for our suggestion on the cruise. Thank you. Cataloon, thank you for $25. Hello, Dizzy. I am in a shipping crate right now. Hope there's enough. I hope the gas crisis doesn't hit your ship. Yeah. Feed Nana. I mean, it has a whole new generation of fans thanks to the rise of aesthetics. Aesthetics and anime being mainstream now. So I think Ayazawa mentioned that she's going to complete it soon. But I feel like the joy I got from Nana has been ripped from me because of the new generation of weeps. Dapper Shark, thank you for 32 months. I know Dizzy is baiting because Armalizamon, the coolest new Digimon, digivolves into another Metal Greymon clone. It is the worst variation of a fucking Greymon clone I have ever seen. It looks like someone said, hey, people like Mugendramon, so why don't we just include some of that on a literal fucking lizard? but proportions are way off. And that's like one of my biggest issues with it. Like, good design is like all about the proportions, all about shapes and colors. And like, okay, Monarch Lizamon. If you look, the jetpacks, medium, head, medium, leg, medium, tail, medium, arm, pretty much the same size as the head, medium. Proportionally, this thing's a fucking mess. Right? Color-wise, the green with the pink, green and pink, okay, but that's like a magenta. And then you have this yellow half crescent crown thing. And then certain parts are very round, which is supposed to give a more futuristic, soft vibe. And then the claws sharp, and the head is sharp and fierce, and it's a mess. It's a fucking mess. Okay. Metal Greymon. Metal Greymon is much more interesting visually. Okay. Metal Greymon, very angular. You see? You can already... Here, you can already see the difference in design language here. Metal Greymon is very sharp, very angular. You see it with the wings, you see it with the horn on the snout, you see it with the horns on the side of its head. The claws, the arm, everything about it is designed to be very sharp and angular. Okay? It's the art style. Listen. Monarch Lizamon, the art style is trying to replicate the original art style. So I don't even want to compare it to that, right? And then shape-wise, shape and proportionally, it's just much, much better. Like, look at the large arm. Look at the large arm. The body feels wider. Like there's different... The colors blend better. The teeth are wider, less tiny. It's just more interesting, guys. It's just so much more interesting. Do not compare the two. Agent G, thank you for 32 months. Dizzy out here accidentally getting me to like all the mons. She doesn't. You have bad taste. I'll leave it at that. I do like the crescent on the green one, though. I mean, there's other Digimon that have it that look better. What's his name? Moose. Digivolve from Dinohumon, I believe. God, I can't even find it right now. Wikimon. Moosiamon. I think one of these digivolve into it. Why does the site not load? I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out. Try Kodamon. I think I'm thinking of the same Digimon as you, but there's a problem with a Digimon Wikimon website. Okay. Okay, Wikimon doesn't want to load right now, but the point is, there are Digimon that do what the Digimon and Beat Break do, but much better. Much better. But the problem too is the rookie form of all the Digimon in Beat Break, the rookie forms are really good. They're like really, really good, okay? Like Gekomon, Really, really good. Really good. Chirpamon is cute, yeah. But like everything I've seen of champion forms has been schlop, for lack of a better word. Chirpamon evolution stinks. Yeah, I agree. I agree. But the one good thing about the Digimon that you see in Beat Break is they're bringing back a lot of Digimon that I feel like didn't get enough love as like you know, like villain, like monster of the week format, and that's kind of nice. Like we saw Tinkermon, who was voiced by a VTuber. We see the rival team has a really good set of Digimon as well. I think someone has a Fun Beamon as a partner at some point. Fun Beamon is always nice seeing. Someone has Shademon as a partner. Shademon, which is really nice to see that being used again. Because that's, you know, that was for a different anime series, which, you know, I didn't think it'd be used again, but it was. Yeah. Fun Beamon was first episode, no? Was it? It's been a while. Dizzy, have you seen some of the ones from a card game like Rubius Dramon and the new Renamon line? I have. I also saw the announcement that Elysian is coming this year, but it feels like it's further away than that. Yeah. I liked Burgermon. I love Burgermon. I think Burgermon is one of the cutest freaking babies ever. Not a champion form, but like, look at this thing. Look at it. It's so awesome. I think Burgermon is neat. Yeah. Literally Ember, such a cute fella. All he wanted was to feed his buddy. Ember would love him. I think so. I don't know. I've shown her a couple Digimon designs. I usually don't get very talkative with the others about the things I like, honestly. Because I feel like, well, the few exceptions, Digimon being one of them, most of my interests are kind of at a surface level. Speaking of, this came up earlier in the week. Did you guys end up watching the 16-minute fight this weekend? What fight exactly? Oh, you mean the 17 minutes? Oh, my bad. I called it earlier. 17 seconds. Did I say minutes? Seconds. There you go. Yeah. A few people on my last stream were asking me about who I thought would win the bout on Netflix yesterday or the day before, I think. The bout lasted 16 seconds. And it ended basically exactly how one would expect it to go. Yeah. Yeah, Rousey did what she does. But you can watch the entire thing without a Netflix subscription, so I really recommend it. Yeah. Gina lost 100 pounds. Good for her. True. They're both retiring after this. They're both going to retire. But it ended even faster than I expected. And Mia, thank you for $2. Sorry, Dizzy, I got mad. Don't worry about it. You're good. Was it a fun 16 seconds? No, she just mounted, punched her face in him, and got her in a hold. it would have been more interesting if she just knocked her out. That's it? Yeah, that's the entire fight. I imagine the money per hour for both will be pretty high. Considering neither of them went an hour, yes. Yes. Rush, mount, punch, armbar. Yes. Thank you for the summary. That's what she used to always do. Yeah, I guess people thought that since it's been a while since she fought, that somehow the fighter that it's been even longer since her last bout would somehow come out on top, but no. No, that's turns out that's not how fighting sports works. Yeah. How to be better than Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul, at least that fight sucked. No, because at least with the Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul fight, there's a clear villain. There's a clear villain that you love to hate on. Yeah. Emia, thank you for $2. This feels like arguing Wing Zero versus Epion. Oh, I like the Epion though. I like the Gundam Epion though. I don't like that. I don't like that. Dizzy, your taste, it's cool, man. It's got like a little tail thing. It looks like a two-headed dragon in its MA mode. My favorite Gundam's the heavy yarn. Epson goes crazy hard. It's like top 5 Gundam. Have you guys seen the Hololive Gundams? They're pretty great. They're pretty fun. The Leap, thank you for a 5 currency. Didn't watch a fight, but was sad to see Verstappen lose the race with only a couple of hours to go. I haven't kept up with F1 recently. I haven't. There's too much sports to watch right now, so it's kind of hard for me to keep on top of all of them. Artem McKin, thank you for $10. I suspect Dizzy Dokuro is a Rose Namujana's fan base on this Gundam discourse. What is that even supposed to mean, huh? What is that even supposed to mean? I feel like I've just been insulted. What the fuck? Emia, thank you for $5. I like both. I wish they would release PG grades of both. I wish I had time to build Gundams. Inferno Saxon, thank you for $2. Epion lives on Intelgi's 3 Diz Love. Artem Mokimo. I think Epion gets brought back very often. I'm pretty sure fucking Apex Legends had an Epion in it recently. Artem Mokimo, thank you for $20. I will not elaborate. I suspect Dizzy Dokuro is a Rose Namajuna's fan base on this Gundam discourse. Isn't she a boxer? I know she does something in UFC. What is that even? My favorite female fighter is Amanda Nunes, if you're wondering. Also, just so you guys know, my YouTube is totally frozen right now, so if I'm missing some messages, my bad. Who? Base? Great choice. She's just a good fighter, that's all. I haven't kept up with UFC, so I don't even know the current title holders right now. Unfreeze! 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 Google's been so wonky lately. But yeah, what have I even been talking about for the last hour and a half? Emmy, I think you're $10. Sorry for getting you on Gundam Dizzy. This is kind of my fault. No, you're good. You're good. It's my fault for getting on anime, like shonen talk anyways. I have opinions. But I'm also just, I also get that I'm just old. At some point, I think this is like what growing up means. You have to realize that the world is changing and there's nothing your gatekeeping can do about it. The future direction, I think, for shonen is unironically just power scaling battles, which might be honestly the old direction of shonen anime and manga, but on a much greater scale now. Yeah, sad but kind of true. I don't know, it's like, I know you guys hate it, but these young weaves, these normie audiences, they are the main driver of the culture. And like, you know, I'm gatekeep gaslight girl boss, but I just don't have the energy to fight kids anymore. They're weird nowadays. They're so weird nowadays. It's middle school lunch table stuff. Man, nonsense. Gatekeeping is the basis of building your own side of things while keeping away those who want to erode it. Newsflash, it is eroded. Anime is not made the same that it was 10, 20 years ago. Bring back cute girls doing cute stuff. Technically, we have that now in the form of villainous isekai stories. That's basically the equivalent. Silver Spire, thank you for $5. Chat frozen so Dizzy can't see me calling her cute. Thank you. JL, thank you for a $5. Sorry for a derail, but can I sample your You Are a Node stream from a couple weeks ago for an intro to a metalcore song? Yeah, sure, go for it. Not like you guys get my permission for anything anyways. VTubers are the replacement for cute girls doing cute things. Even that I feel like has changed and is changing every single day. Like, if you think about it, I feel like cute girls doing cute stuff basically is just a format that exists within agency. And I feel like it's been like indies have kind of been very dominant in the last year or so. Yeah. Cute girls doing cute things is making a comeback at least. Yeah. You can clip whatever you want. Yeah, I don't fucking control you guys. Is all this change good or bad? I'm not the person to make that call. I think I'm not the person to make that call. I think obviously I got into this hobby quite early. I got into VTubers quite early. So obviously like I like a certain style of VTubing and a certain style of content. But at the end of the day, it's always content. Whatever's popular and whatever's doing well will change with the times, you know. And you can't really control that. As someone who participates in it, I can, to an extent, control what I'm doing in the content space. But, you know, trends come and go. Things change. And either you get with it or you stay in served like your little corner of the internet and your hobbies and interests. Yeah. But yeah, even in this space, I think cute girl doing cute stuff is very niche. Evangela Man, thank you for $1.99. Can I get your permission to ask Oshi for her hand? At your own risk, I guess. Unless your Oshi is Airi. Unless your Oshi is Airi, in which case I would recommend you do not, because she gets very nervous about meet and greets, and not in a like, oh, she gets so nervous, you guys should bully her way. And my friend gets very nervous about meet and greets, so please be kind to her. Okay? Yeah. I already left. Ari does really dread me and greets, so be nice if you see her. Yes, thank you. Hello chat, hello Dizzy. Hi if you're just coming in. I'm wrapping up very soon, actually. I'm wrapping up very soon. Yeah, I gotta probably do some chores for the rest of the weekend, get cleaned up. I mean, I think you're $10. No, it will get better, Dizzy. I would love to have a DBZ Adorable Dizzy Day. If there's a new movie that comes out, who knows? You can maybe find me in the audience, sieving out the happy couples around me. Wait, can we see your new outfit, Dizzy? What new outfit? Huh? What? Oh, any plans to see Hathaway too soon? Ooh, I know it's coming out. I'll probably watch at some point. I think it'll probably be on Netflix, right? So that's where I watched the first one. Yeah, I don't know. Hathaway is like, it follows Noah Hathaway, who's like a side character in UC, so it's like not the most interesting stuff. I don't know. Modern Gundam has been like kind of disappointing recently, I would say. I liked IBO. I liked IBO a fair bit. I think Gundam Fighters Build is actually... Build Fighters... I think Gundam Build Fighters is surprisingly good if you guys want something more recent to watch. What else? Witch of Mercury... kind of hit or miss. GQ UX has good art. It has really good art. It's very hard to get into. It's very hard to get into if you don't already follow the UC. Yeah. Build Fighters has some really good OSTs. It does. They just announced an OG Gundam remake anime. Did I miss it? I don't know. I know they're doing... I think they did do an IBO movie, I think, which I haven't seen. New Wing Project 2. Oh, that'll be good for Fujos. Double Zero is the best starting point for new viewers. Ooh, I kind of don't agree. Well, how new are we talking? I think IBO is a great place to start. I like Double Zero. I do like Double Zero. I think IBO is actually a really good place to start. I think Double Zero is very much an anime of its time. It is like peak Sunrise Mecha series. It is peak Mecha Sunrise series. So if you're like a new anime fan, I probably wouldn't actually recommend Double O right away. I'd probably go IBO because it feels a lot more current in the animation and some other things. Double O is great, especially the first season. I see someone saying that half of it is bad. The first season of Double O is chef's kiss. But it is very much a mid-early 2000s Sunrise series. Like, if I already know you like stuff like Code Geass, then yeah, start with Double Zero, but like for a modern anime fan, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. IBL Gundams don't look like Gundams. That is true. They are very skinny. They've just been getting skinnier every year, though. That's just how the way that the mecha moves, I feel like. Double Zero has a great first season, a weaker second season, and a crazy movie, in my opinion. I think as a straight watch through, if you were watching it seasonally, I agree. I think as a straight watch through, it's not bad at all. Yeah, they mirror IRL technology patterns. Oh my god, nerd. Oh my god, you fucking nerd. Okay, I've been yapping for a while now. But I'm gonna wrap things up here on the Gundam talk, or else I'll be yapping forever. Schedule for next week. I think I'm gonna take either Monday or Tuesday off. Because it's a long weekend and I do want to see my family. I haven't decided which day yet, but I will take one of those days off. I'm really into fantasy right now. I'm really into fantasy, so I actually messaged Cleo recently and try to get some like fantasy strategy game recommendations. She did mention I should play Total War Warhammer 3. She also may have mentioned a mod for EU4, is it? EU4? Anbenar, yes, that one exactly. But we'll see. The reason she was recommending those for me is I was looking up like high fantasy strategy games, and one that kept coming up was a modded version of Civ 4, which I'm very curious about because I like Civilization, but I've never played Civ 4, and I believe that what is something Heaven? Fall from Heaven 2 is a modded version of Civ 4, which I hear is really, really fantastic. I've tried it. Yeah, Fall from Heaven, yeah. And there's actually a manga that is loosely based on it that I follow, which is kind of interesting. So I might give that a chance. There's also Heroes of Might and Magic, which is Dark Horse, and I like most Dark Horse games. So I might try that instead. Or I might just play Civilization 7 because apparently we're patching the game this week and it'll finally be playable. So we might do that instead, but I don't know. If you guys have any recommendations, let me know, because I'm in a Fang mood. I'm in a Fang mood right now, you know? Maybe we really do get into Total War Warhammer 3. Maybe I start reading about lore and shit. Stellaris is not fantasy. Stellaris is sci-fi though. Also, it's such a drag playing Stellaris on stream. Masters of Magic or Dominion is good as well. Maybe I'll look into it. But yeah, I'm in the mood for something like that, and I think we'll probably have at least one day with 2 streams. I really want to do a membership stream this week. I haven't had time for it, but it'll be nice. I also have some art for you guys. So if you haven't joined the membership, please do that. I realized that there is actually a unreleased art that was supposed to be featured. We were saving it, so staff and I were saving it for lucky boxes. But it never came out with lucky boxes because I think it was just like the number of art that we had for it was too high. And then it never got released at any convention. So I think I'm gonna probably release that to members this month. So if you're not already a member, consider joining for that. Yeah. Rare unreleased art. Let's fucking go. Yeah, let's fucking go. Tom All Thumbs, thank you for $5. I enjoy the Age of Wonder games. The newest one has flaws, but has improved insanely since release. I was thinking about that too. I played a bit of Age of Wonders when it first released on this channel, but I hadn't built up my like stream endurance yet. Because it was like very, very early on when I first debuted, so I might try that as well. Citrus, thank you for 5 gifted memberships. Weather Hacker, thank you for gifted membership as well. So I was thinking of maybe giving it another chance. Let's see though. We'll see. I don't know. I swear that was your first stream after debut. I think I played Fierce to Fathom. No, I probably had debut 2.0. Something like that. Daisy Chain J, thank you for 5 memberships. Thank you. Demonstrators, thank you for $2. I would recommend Songs of Conquest. I think I've heard of that one as well. Anyways, we'll see. Schedule out probably tomorrow. Chance it comes out on Tuesday though. So I'll see you guys then. Hope you guys have a good one. Until next time, I'll miss you. Bye bye!